Everybody, I'm going to go over this line partitioning worksheet with you. And so you have to know for lines for this unit, you have to know the distance formula, you have to know the midpoint formula, and you have to know how to partition lines. You don't have to memorize the formulas. You should have an idea of them. For the test, you can use the formulas, but you need to practice plugging them in. And again, this is all plug and chug. So here's the assignment line partitioning worksheet. And we're going to open it with camming. They're doing some work in the building, apparently. So if you ever go to like the Kentucky Derby, they talk about odds of winning, and these are kind of like odds. We're going to be separating the lengths, but they say like there's a 2-to-1 favorite or 3-to-1 favorite or 1-to-3. But we're dividing it out. It's not division, but it's close. But the ratio is used with the common. So you might say like there's a 2-to-1 ratio. You know, in this case, it would be segment A versus segment B. And the other way you would say it is 2-to-1. Okay, so the first part over here says let's partition this out in 2-to-3. So luckily there's 5 segments of the line. So you just partition out 2 of the segments. That's 2 to 3. Okay, and so that would be point P right there. It's not 2 divided by 3. It's not written as 2/3. It's really kind of like saying 2/5 or 3/5, if that makes sense, if you were to divide it out. But this is segmenting it into a ratio. So this ratio is 1-to-4. And so you have 1, 2, 4. So that's point P right there, partitioning it from 1-to-4. Okay, so let's go down to the bottom now. Here's the formula right here, okay? It's the first point plus the first part of the ratio divided by the sum of both parts of the ratios times by the distance of the x. And think about it as, you know, here is, oh, I can't, hold on, I'm gonna, and delete that. Think about it only as, I cross that off, but think about it only as the x, comma, only the y. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad if you break it up. But let's see, this is going to be A right here, and this is going to be B, and this is going to be our x1, our y1, our x2, and our y2, and we're just going to plug in, okay? So this one would be x1 is 3, so 3 plus, the ratio is 2-to-1, so 2 is A, and it's A plus B on the bottom. Okay, so this all comes from the ratio, and then you multiply it by the difference. So we're going to subtract, and you have to subtract the second one from the first one. So it's 6 minus 3. And that's it. That's the way to set it up. All we're going to do is we're just going to kind of chug through it now and see what that is. So this would be like saying 3 plus 2/3, right? 2 plus 1 is 3, and then 6 minus 3 is 3. And then multiplication next, so 2/3 times 3, well, what's 2/3 of 3? 2/3 of 3 is 2. So it would be 3 plus 2, which would be 5. So the x value is 5. And we're going to do the y value now. So y1 is 4. 4 plus, it's the same ratio, so I'll just write 2 over 3. Those are the same numbers. And then y2 is 10. And then it's the same 4 as where we started. So we're going to use the first point twice. So that's 4 plus 2/3 of 6. That's a 6. And then 2/3 of 6. 2/3 of 6 is 4. So it's 4 plus 4, which is 8. So our point that we want is 5, 8. The x and the y. If you practice, you can do this really quick. But let's just plot it and see what it looks like here. Let's say like that. So the first point is 3, 4. So 3, 4 is right here, and then 6, 10 is up here, and then the other one is 5, 8. So 5, 8. And so if you look at this, you should see this as like going 2 to 1. It's partitioned 2 to 1. And yeah. Okay. All right, so let's do one more. And what I want to encourage you to do is pause the video and try this one. Switch over to blue here. Okay, so this one, x1 is -4. And let's add the ratio. It's 1 over 1 plus 3 times x2 is 4 minus -4. And then, so it's -4 plus 1 over 4. Just combine the denominator. And then 4 minus -4 is the same thing like saying plus. So it's 8. 1/4 of 8 is 2. So -4 plus 2 is -2. So see how quick that can go for you? The y values, -3 is y1 plus, it's the same 1/4 as right here. So I'll just write 1 over 4, save myself a little bit. And then the y value is 1 minus -3. Oops, 1 minus -3. And when I have minus and negative, I just go ahead and change that to plus. So -3 plus 1/4 of 4. And 1/4 of 4 is 1. So -3 plus 1 is -2. So this one is -2, -2. -4, -3 is right there. And 4, 1 is right here. And -2, -2 is right here. And so that is going to partition that line into a segment of 1 to 3. So this would be 1 for every 3 of this. Okay, all right. Your assignment, today is to pick 3 of these. So just pick any 3 that you want to do, and you can use these graphs if you want to, or you can do it on scrap paper. I would highly encourage you doing this on scrap paper, but if you want to type it out somewhere like over here on the sides or right here, you can do it. You don't have to do all 10, just pick 3 to do and then show your work and you'll be good. Okay, all right.